Hey, what's up, everyone? This is the Skies of Icarus campaign. I'd like to give a shout out to Syrinscape for providing all the audio for this campaign. It is licensed and the best thing ever whenever you want to do any kind of audio in a campaign, whether it be online or in person. Thanks.
Well, while John is booting up, we can do the quick session recap.
Go for it, boss.
So, when last we left our intrepid party of adventurers, you had just discovered some interesting documents that you chose not to read when you were in the basement of the mansion house. You fled quickly, having just destroyed some strange fire-like golem creature, leaving with Jack, where you handed over the papers and a strange book to her, which upon reading she screamed out in pain and lost consciousness. Back in her dwelling, you managed to revive her with Drazar's aspect-blessed healing magic, and she explained that you guys needed to leave as soon as possible before the prince woke up. For the papers spoke of some strange link between what she can only assume is the prince of the empire and this strange fire-sworn cult. Some strange creatures and elemental essences that they were trying to provide to them in order to create this fire golem beast creature that you encountered. You guys fled upon the Crimson Hand, and after a few days sailing, came to what is known as a bit of a safe haven among the pirates of the Fringe, an island known as Valkar, a desert wasteland with a flat top that looks to be not habitable from the surface, but as you brought the ship around to the back, you notice a series of interworking caves and network systems that most of the ships dock to. And the inside of the island possessed an entire ecosystem of its own: water, vegetation, plant life, an entire island within the island, you could say. There, you attempted to hire on as a captain to join you in the crew, but Korg scared him off, and you found yourself adrift here with no ship or plans for how to move forward. Jack requested your assistance in continuing to search out this cult, but to do so, you would have to hire your own crew and captain your own vessel. Korg left with Jack in order to get a vessel, while the rest of the party decided to go and recruit crew members from the dock. After a few unsuccessful bids for some skilled crew members, failing at some dice games that Johannan attempted to win some people over, proving that she wasn't as lucky as they would have liked. You did manage to successfully recruit several unskilled laborers and a couple skilled female deckhands, while explaining to them that you were working for Left Hand Jack under a new captain by the name of Korg. You continued searching for more people throughout the city, and you came across an old man who had spoken of a plague. He was one of the few survivors that managed to disembark, uh, but the plague had taken a heavy toll upon him. He was sick, coughing, close to dying, but his son, a 14-year-old boy by the name of Liam, was a trained medic who had spent most of his life serving aboard ships. And Belina decided to recruit both of them in order to take them on your voyage, so that Liam would have a chance to say goodbye to his father once he passed away upon sailing the Aether skies. And you got your clue for the last bit of crew that you needed. For a ship engineer was supposedly on board the plague vessel known as the Black Squall, one skilled with Magitech engines and might have the ability to help you going forward. At this time, Korg arrived, having been out on a journey with Left Hand Jack, where they commandeered a small vessel for you. There was a scuffle and a few dead bodies when Korg got on board. Difficult to say what may have happened on there, as Korg was standing watch when the gunshots rang out and just came to discover bodies laying in pools of blood near Jack's feet. Korg named the vessel in order to help discover it, the Amethyst Sky. And when he arrived, he found out that he was the newly ordained captain of this vessel. Moving forward, you approached the docks where you could see the large galleon of the Black Squall floating off in the distance, quarantined away from the rest of the city. You managed to convince the guards there that to let you go and board the vessel, but they warned you that should you come back infected with any sort of disease or plague, you would be barred admittance from the city itself and be committed to the quarantine as well. When last we left our party, you were standing upon the docks, staring at the vessel in the distance, a small skiff-like boat waiting for you to guide it out, which looks like this.
So, like Belina was saying, plague seemed to cause lots of bleeding from nose and ears. And if a person dies from plague, they don't stay dead. So, could be problem with um, not dead people. Um, but the healer said that the engineer had just barely caught the plague when they came into port, so he may still be uh, recoverable. Um, I I think I have a spell that I can heal him with, um, or try. And as far as I can, this is our best option to get engineer for our magic engines.
That sounds good. Maybe we could try it together.
At very least, we should look into it.
Okay.
You guys
But
board
yes,
the vessel?
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Have to remove Darkstorm's token from the map. Alright. As you guys board the aerial skiff, Drazar, a little familiar with the Magitech engine, manages to work it. It's similar to the carriage contraption that you had used before, and also, similar to when you were navigating the Aether Sprite earlier. You're starting to get a familiarity on how these engines kind of work for thrust and lift and how to go up, down, faster, move forward.
Okay.
So you kind of drift out in this kind of foreboding vessel in the distance. The sails look ragged and torn, and you sort of see, even from where you're at, these strange dark stains upon the outer hull. The vessel itself looks like it was once quite beautiful. The fine wood covering the vessel speaks of craftsmanship, not your typical kind of pirate type kind of rundown, but very fast moving. Looks like it could hold a decent number of crew upon it. And as you approach and slowly board atop the vessel, you see what looks to be just bodies laying everywhere, blood stains, strange, twisted, pus-oozed puddles across it. People laying around, just dead and dying from everywhere. Darkstorm might be joining us after all.
Oh, wow.
If there's anything I know about dead bodies I didn't kill, it's don't touch them.
It's normally useful.
Have you ever seen anything like this before with the green ooze?
Belina shakes her head no.
I've seen the red spores.
Is anybody on the top of this deck?
Everybody make a perception check. It's always interesting to see Drazar because you're like, oh, I wonder what he rolled. Oh, nat fucking 20 with your pure white dice that you can't see the numbers on.
I see the results.
Give me a minute. I'm having a brain moment. I can't remember where the if we
Go to
have
your
a
skills
perception.
It's on the
quick-
skills tab.
It's in the skills tab. Okay. So I will tell you right now that I have spent my entire day with a migraine. So just bear with me. At least I'm observant.
All right.
As
So, okay, go ahead.
as you board the vessel and kind of shuffle around a bit, talking about the bodies, Drazar and Johannan, you notice several of them start kind of twitching, jerking motions as they kind of slowly start to rise up. This low groan starting to emanate from their mouth as you find yourself surrounded by zombies. Ah! Everybody roll initiative, including you, Johnny.
Oh,
I
oh,
don't have my
a
sheets.
one. Can I lucky that?
Yeah,
Can I
If you
can
want
I use one of my inspiration to re-roll one?
sure.
Sweet.
Oh, I have inspiration. I'll use my inspiration instead of my lucky.
Yeah, I accidentally double
Well, can I have the higher
Oh
roll?
my god, it's still terrible.
Can I have the higher
You
roll?
could
that
have-
provides-
Yeah, you could have the higher
Okay.
roll, so you got a 5.
All right, good.
Oh
So,
my god.
hi, my name is Harold. I am the Will Wheaton of the group, and you will see lots of ones out of me, starting already.
Yes, indeed. God, I can't believe I got a 9. So much for
So
my
as-
plan.
As you see these strange, twisted abominations twist up upon the dock, several of them appear to be oozing this greenish pus, their eyes and nose, their blood twisted, their bodies bloated, this reeking odor kind of death and decay gets even stronger as they start to move And a couple of them appear much faster, more twisted, their skin grayed, their hands morphed into strange claws as their tongues kind of drool out of their mouths, lashing, making a gibbering sound as one of them rushes forward. And it immediately rushes towards the tasty bird known as Drazar. Okay, my targeting wasn't working for some reason. And it attempts to bite you. As it
Ah!
rushes in, its teeth gnash down onto one of your winged arms, and it kind of rips into the feathers. It starts licking its gross tongue around, kind of swirling the feathers around within its mouth. It looks at you with hungry eyes. Tastes like chicken. As another one of the strange, bloated, twisted zombie corpses starts shambling its way towards the group. Is Darkstorm actually joining us? Darkstorm,
Are we all actually going to be here tonight?
I don't know, she says online, but she's not speaking. Oh, she's typing
The
something.
only question is, when she does pop on, are we going to end up debating what everyone's going to eat? Like we did last time.
Birds?
Chicken. Are you there, Darkstorm?
I'm here.
Woohoo!
Okay. So this zombie, now that we know Darkstorm is going to actually play tonight, ambles forward and attacks the cat.
Welcome back.
It attempts to reach out with its fist, kind of punching this oozy, twisted, rotting appendage towards the slick cat, who successfully dodges it, and it shambles forward, trying to bite her. And she dodges directly into its mouth.
Does she have uncanny dodge?
Not yet. It bites hard, tearing in to the cat-like flesh, and you immediately feel this sick, twisted vibe as you notice the green drool starts to kind of ooze and pus into the wound. And this shiver starts to come over you as you start to feel the plague infest your body.
Does anyone have a restoration spell at all?
I do, but I only have it 3 times.
Drazar.
For short rest?
No, I'm a bard.
I always screw.
And I need one of them for the engineer.
I will cast Gust at the ghoul in front of me.
Alright, hold on. Does anything happen if he makes his save?
If he
He made his
succeeds,
save. Yeah.
no.
Okay, he made his save. So you summon a blast of air and attempt to push the ghoul away from you. And as the hunger in his eyes causes him to brace up against it. And as it pushes against him, he stands strong, still eyeing the hungry chicken before him.
Crap. That'll be it for me right now.
Another ghoul rushes forward, its tongue lagging as it eyes the tasty half-elf upon the deck. And it attempts to bite, the hunger overriding its desire. But Johannan, no fool, manages to deftly move out of the way. Her movement appears airy and light, as though being upon a deck once again is at home with her. Johnny, the days recently have been sort of quiet as you've been holed up in your location, and you hear coming out from upon the deck the sound of what appears to be combat. You hear the groaning sounds of the zombies, the slathering, screeching cry of the ghouls, as it appears like they're feasting upon flesh once again after the silence of the last day or so. And you've heard what appears to be several people upon the deck. The cry of a strange, high-pitched, almost aerial type person. The people talking about muffled sounds. You could hear the sounds of talks of bodies not touching them. The cry of a lady screaming as the one of the zombies kind of makes this grunt and groan at the same time.
Okay, so let's. If I just want to go investigate to, aid my potential rescuers, would it take my turn to leave the cabin?
You could leave the cabin successfully. So the cabin is right. Oh, that was way too big. This is the door leading to the cabin where you're at. So if you choose to leave the room, you'll kind of come out right there.
Okay, I would like to do that then.
Do you want to be on the left or the right?
That's fine.
So for the other part of it, you see this strange metallic sort of man kind of walk out from the cabin in the other back of the ship, kind of flings the doors open and steps forth, and you can describe your character.
Okay, he looks basically like a 7-foot robot. He is metallic armored plating on his body, and he's holding. It's a double-bladed scimitar, so it has like a blade on each end that he kind of spins dramatically for flair. And then he calls out to you guys, try not to get bit. And then I can't attack anything this turn, I'm assuming.
You
correct?
can. You're fine. Yeah.
Oh,
So it's a free object interaction to open the door, and then so you can move out, so you still have your action.
in that case, I will just attack this guy. Actually, yeah, I'll just attack this round.
So that hits, so roll damage. Yep. And then are you going to use your bonus action as well?
Actually, I don't even know what I have good for that, so not this round. Oh, then I.
But you could bonus action attack if you wanted to.
Oh yeah, I'm dumb. I forgot the whole entire reason I set the
'Cause you-
character up
yeah.
this way.
You took that feat and all that stuff. So as this robotic man steps forth and warns you all not to get bit, with this slash of his double-bladed scimitar that first appeared just to be showy and flashy, he lashes out with 2 quick blows, and they cut in to the zombie standing before Korg. This greenish ichor flies out across the deck as it cuts deep. The guts start spilling forth from it, and it kind of groans while it still stays up upon its feet. He appears to have like devastated this creature quite a bit. Seeing fresh meat, one of the ghouls from earlier rushes forward and attempts to claw at Johnny. As he slashes with his claw, he kind of manages to find a weak point in your armor, kind of tearing a little bit at the underlying structure, and you feel this kind of effect start to take hold on you. But you managed to shake it off as you kind of felt like this sort of paralyzing sap started to get into kind of your circuitry. You just shimmer a little bit as it feels like your joints are about to lock up, but you managed to shake it off fine. As the zombie you attacked earlier, kind of still focused on Korg, he ignores the blows and attacks against you and goes for what he originally focused on. Man, I'm rolling hot tonight. That's not a good sign, guys.
Thanks. It was a good campaign while it lasted.
We almost had our own ship.
So the
God
zombie
damn it.
bites Korg.
I don't even get to roll
And-
my own save. No,
You
that's
can
fine.
if you want to.
No, it's fine. I probably would roll just as badly, so I guess it doesn't really matter.
I'll just click in the saves to streamline, but if you guys want, you guys can roll your own saves.
What kind of save is it? Just a con save?
Yeah, Constitution save. Go ahead and roll it yourself.
Yeah, save.
It's no better.
Well, that
I
was a check.
don't roll well anyway, so.
That was a check,
Oh,
not a
God.
save, and you are proficient in saves. It wouldn't have made a difference with that roll, but just remember, You're proficient with saves, so roll saves, not checks.
There we go.
I'm pretty
That's
sure
still
it
a
still
failure.
fell.
Still fail.
Three
I know,
rolls in a row.
Like both my initiatives were 4 and 1. Like this is how I roll. So
Wow.
You gotta change your
Yeah.
color to green. You're rolling black, and it's not the same. So it attempts to punch you with its fist unsuccessfully, but it manages to kind of bite into the fleshy part of your palm, and you feel this rotting kind of plague start to take hold on you.
Damn it. I only have 3 lesser restoration slots.
Johannan,
Stop getting bit.
Give me a sec. I'm having trouble with targeting. I'm trying to hit the ghoul right ahead of me, but it's not. Well, I'm not getting the arrow saying it's selected.
you're trying to target Ghoul 1.
The one that's
Whichever
on
this
top.
one is directly on top of me.
Okay,
Thank you.
I put a target
It
on
didn't
for
like
you.
me. I appreciate it because it was not cooperating.
I really wasn't expecting this many
Hey,
ghouls.
Darkstorm, can you go ahead and roll initiative? Because I realize you don't have an initiative score.
Yeah, one sec.
Okay, go ahead and roll your damage. So Johannan summons her arcane power and it sort of lashes out, splashing across the ghoul and sort of oozes part of its flesh away in the jaw, and you can see like its slavering tongue as it kind of sticks out. You can see inside through its cheekbone now.
Because I just melt everything.
Is that your turn?
Yep.
You can go Darkstorm because you would have gone right before this. So
Okay.
this is only a medium encounter, guys. And remember to apply sneak attack.
That's just a hit, right?
Yeah, you hit. So apply your
Oh,
sneak attack for the effect.
God, my brain's a little slow. I'm a little out of it right now. I got the plague.
You do have the plague. It sounds like you have it out of character as well.
Pretty much. Soon as halfway through the day after my PT test, it backslapped my butt.
If you want, I can add the effect for you and you can just roll your damage dice if it makes it easier.
No, I just found it. Just, yeah, sorry.
Darkstorm lashes out with her rapier, plunging it deep into the ghoul's midsection. As you rip it out, you can see part of its kidney has been like disintegrated inside of it, and it kind of staggers slightly. Its feasting, hungering eyes still locked upon Drazar and its mindless fury. Remember, you have cunning action if you want to use a bonus action to disengage and move away, or if you want to like shift or do anything.
Okay, I'm done.
This zombie ambles forward and attempts to bite Johnny. Failing to land a blow against your metallic built-in armor. It then swings ineffectively. It just rains blows against the metal core of your body, unable to affect you in any way. Belina.
Okay. Let's see. I want to target this ghoul that's right here next to me, but it's not letting me. I'm having the same problem my wife was having. I click the target button. So let me target the damn thing.
Are you trying control and then click it while holding control?
Try that. Okay. Okay. It worked that time. Okay.
That's the
The
best
control
way.
button. I'll try and remember next time.
And then
Go ahead and roll damage. And this strange cacophony of whispers start chittering against the ghoul, and it screams in rage and frustration and starts clawing at its own head, and it prepares to flee, and as it turns to run away, it just collapses upon the ground, kind of twitching a few times as ichor oozes from its body and it dies.
okay. So it's dead, which means that I'm no longer engaged by anything, right?
True.
Okay, 5, 10, 15, 25. I was running over here.
How are you getting there? You'd have to run up the stairs. And if you run up the stairs,
Yeah.
you'll take an opportunity attack.
Oh, I saw that the ghoul just jumped down. I thought it was short enough I could just jump up.
Oh no, he took the stairs. It was just because
Oh,
it
okay.
just looks that way.
Okay then.
You could attempt to
I'm gonna
jump
climb
up it.
up on these. I'm gonna jump up on these boxes up here. I'm gonna stand on these
Okay.
boxes, and I'll end my turn there.
Korg.
Korg's gonna rage.
We need like a rage sound effect for Korg. Something he says every time he rages. Like if you watched
Okay.
Harmon Quest.
Cowabunga?
Turtle Tower.
Yeah, that's the thing. There it is. Alright, I should be raged now, right?
Yes, you are raged. You have so many effects on you.
I know, it's like boom, 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 boom. Alright, recklessly. Because the only way to do it.
Yes!
After crushing that zombie, I'm gonna move between.
Hold on.
Okay.
You slam your maul into the zombie. His head crushes, and it looks like he's about to fall. And as he sort of starts to go, like somehow the body is still twitching and able to remain standing just barely, almost as though if you had rolled max damage, it would have been enough, but it still survives.
Okay, so he's not dead. I'm gonna
He is not.
I'm gonna leave this zombie and try to protect my friends from the other zombies. So I'm just gonna step between, and I know I'll provoke an attack of opportunity or whatever. But I'm gonna step between them and my Zuker.
And then it will take an attack of opportunity. And it fails to strike you. Oh wait, hold on. He had advantage. Because you recklessly attacked. I don't know why I didn't auto roll that. Okay, he still misses. This zombie kind of shuffles forward, and he's a big fan of turtle soup in life because he was a sailor. My double clicking's not working again. It's causing me problems. He manages to land a bite against you, which you kind of shrug off as he kind of chews at your shell a bit. And then he kind of punches you a bit, and you're already infected, so you don't feel any more infected than you were before. This zombie reaches forward and bites into Johanna's shoulder and make a constitution save.
Okay, give me just a sec. I just had to put the youngest back down to bed. Oh, save. You haven't made me do one of these before.
It's on the main page on the right hand side. It says saves.
Aha!
And you feel fine as it kind of has this slobbering drool, kind of tries to infect the wound, but it just doesn't get inside very well, and you kind of shake it off.
Okay.
As another zombie kind of just ambles forward.
I do not like where I am positioned. I am
Zombie
squishy.
number 4 chases after the cat. Remember, if you cast a first level spell, you have tempestuous magic, and you can fly 10 feet away without provoking opportunity attacks on any first level spell or higher that deals Is it any, or is it just lightning thunder?
I don't remember.
If you look at your notes,
I think it's any first level spell.
I'm looking it up. Bonus
abilities
action.
under ability.
Yeah. Sorry,
Any
whenever.
immediately before or after you cast a spell of first level or higher. It does
Yeah,
not
for your
say
bonus action.
anything about a limit.
Yep. So remember
And it
that
has-
because that's the perk of storm sorcery is you're very mobile, so you can move a lot and get positioning so you don't get surrounded. But it doesn't work on
And it
cantrips.
doesn't even. And it doesn't even say that I have to. It doesn't even say it has to be an attack spell. It just has to be a first level spell.
Yep. And
You're
you can
gonna
do it
have to walk me
before.
through it.
So the good thing is you can do it before. So you're like, oh, I'm going to cast a spell. You can move first. So if you were making an attack spell, it wouldn't have disadvantage or anything like that. So as long as you commit to casting the spell.
It's okay. I already know exactly what I'm doing my next turn. Especially now that I know that. Yeah, that just makes it even better. Because Genius Me forgot that I have mage armor. And I'm squishy.
That's because you took it to the next level. This zombie chases after the cat, stumbling across the deck. It clumsily lashes out with its fist, trying to gnaw upon the kitty, who deftly kind of sidesteps it as it just kind of completely ineffective as Drazar.
I cast Dragon's Breath as I touch Korg. That didn't work right. I don't know
No,
how to.
you just
I don't know
hold
how to.
on. You got put the effect on him.
I don't know how. I put the effect on me.
Okay, well that's fine. So we just need to remember the effect's on you because you're concentrating.
And I'm gonna make it a cold
So
magic.
So when he casts it, does it use your? If he uses it, does he use your spell
save
casting
DC.
modifier? Spell save
Yes.
DC.
Yeah, that's how that spell works.
Okay, so essentially, anytime if Cork says he wants to use it, he'll target it, but you'll click the buttons for him. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So it's a 15-foot cone, Korg, for
Yes.
your reference, so
Okay.
that you can for targeting.
I'm not seeing a modifier for it. I think it's just 3d6 flat.
It's just 3d6 flat. So he'll do the whatever to select who's being targeted, but you'll have to select them as your targets, and you'll have to click the cast button and you'll have to click the damage button for him because it's all programmed under you.
Alrighty. Sounds good
Because
to
it's
me.
fantasy grounds. If it was in person, it'd be easier, but
Right.
is that
That's
that's
me.
your turn? All right. Well, that isn't Dragon's Breath a bonus action spell?
It is, but I want to.
Could take the dodge action or disengage
I
or
will take.
something
Sure.
to.
I'll take the dodge. Yeah. I forgot about that one.
So just go ahead and click the effects button in the upper right corner, and then or no, maybe not effect. Yeah, and then search for dodge. Oh, my custom effects aren't there. What the hell? Hold on, I'm gonna get it cleared away for you. New modules, so you have to have the 5e conditions and effects module loaded, and then you can load dodge.
Oh. I didn't see that. My bad.
Okay, you have dodge. It claims it came from the ghoul, but okay, you got it yourself there.
Cool.
Friendly ghouls.
All right, as Ghoul 1 attempts to eat Johannan. Biting deep into Johannan's already wounded shoulder, kind of tears out. You see its tongue flicking the blood into its mouth, and through the burnt hole within its cheek, you see it kind of swallowing your blood mixing with its twisted and sick saliva. Johnny.
Alright, I will attack the one that we were trying to kill earlier. So I don't know why it gave me
Why did you
advantage on that.
have advantage? Yeah.
I don't know.
We'll just run with it for now, but
I
that's
didn't
weird.
click anything that had advantage. Do you want me to reroll that, or is that okay?
Let me take a look at it. Oh, because it thinks it's unconscious because it went down briefly, but it didn't actually go
Because it's
down.
critical.
Go ahead and reroll.
Okay.
I didn't remove the unconscious effect.
Oh no.
Aww.
Alright, well, I'll
Still have a
attack it
bonus
with
action.
The bonus action, yeah.
Alright, that hits. Alright, and then
Stay dead.
you swing your double-bladed scimitar, kind of slashes through. It splits the body in two, and it falls in two halves upon the ground, staying dead this time. As the ghoul before you lashes out, trying to find purchase to bite, its hungry eyes keeping it focused on biting people. It fails to get an effective strike against you as Darkstorm.
I'm going to act number 4 because it came after me. Never mind.
Do you do anything else?
Nah.
So you still have your bonus action, right? So one of the things, tactically, right, because you can disengage, dodge, or hide. If you take the dodge action as a bonus action, since you're not using it this turn, they'll all have disadvantage to attack you.
I didn't know that.
Oh,
was
sorry,
pretty
no.
cool.
It's dash, disengage, hide. You can't use it for dodge. I'm sorry. I was thinking incorrectly.
If you can
Dash,
disengage.
disengage, hide, not dodge. I was thinking of monks for some reason. You can still disengage and move away to somewhere safer. It's up to you, though.
Yeah, disengage moved.
Johannan.
Okay, make sure I'm doing this right. I'm going to go ahead and start with the free. Aha! Did I do that right? No! Dang it, Darkstorm went where I was gonna go. I can only go 10 feet, huh?
So you can fly 10 feet with the ability, right? You can't stop your turn there. What does it say to an unoccupied space? That's the question. Because you could keep moving afterwards. I don't know if it
It
says
does
it has to be an
not say.
unoccupied space.
It does not say it has to be unoccupied.
So technically, you could fly there, and then it just takes it's difficult terrain to move through allies. So then you could keep moving. You can't stop there, but you can use your movement to move out to like another square or something at double movement to move out of the square. And I think that sounds
Come
still
join
correct.
Darkstorm and then.
Or just a lenient DM move.
I will take it.
Sorry, lady. Didn't know.
What spell are you taking?
That's
Which spell are
far
you
enough.
casting?
And then that's what I'm getting to next. Yeesh. Rush me, why don't you? No. And then. Did it work? Yes.
Yep.
Excellent.
So now you have mage armor on you.
Yes, which is better than my regular armor. Which is non-existent. I don't have access to it. Alright, so that would be my turn.
Yep.
I'm marginally less squishy now. And will be for the duration of the evening. And it's time to go put the oldest to bed, so I'll be back in a few.
The zombie continues to flail ineffectively at Johnny, unable to get through his hard metal body. It's Belina.
Alright. Let me read something real quick. I'll figure out what would be the best.
I'm out of coffee and sad.
I was gonna come bother you for a cup earlier.
I made 2 cups. I've now drank it all, but
Right now.
I half suspected you might be asking me for coffee.
I will cast Healing Word on
You summon forth the blessings of your muse and cast forth this healing word. As the light suffuses Johannan, it kind of knits close some of the holes in her shoulder from the multiple bite marks, and she feels immensely better.
Alright, that was a bonus action. So as an action, I will utilize my longbow to shoot at. I have to untarget. How do you untarget? Okay.
Click her again.
Yeah, I did. Okay, I'm gonna use my longbow. Shoot at zombie, and I'm targeting.
Okay, zombie 4. So hold on. Okay, hold on. So
Sorry.
he has partial cover. So because Johannan's in the way. Yep, because Johannan's in the way. Oh, actually, you know what? You're standing up on the crate, so we'll ignore the cover because you're up and above. So you hit.
Okay. So I roll damage.
Now go ahead and take advantage for your height there, and roll again and see if you crit.
Okay. I shall do so. I did not.
Okay, it's just regular hit. So your arrow flies out and thunks in to the zombie's body. And it kind of like stumbles back a little and shifts, groaning sound coming forth from it. Is that your turn?
That is my action and my bonus action. So yes, that is end of my turn. I'm staying on my box.
Korg.
I want to spray a cone of stuff.
Okay, draw out the shape of your cone.
Good laws, these cones are huge.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hold
so
on.
it has to
Okay.
originate from any square that you're in, and any square that it touches counts as a target.
Does that get the one next to me too?
Yes,
Hold on.
but it's weird in the sense that technically it would get you as well.
But, so I get me too.
Just back up one square.
It's coming.
I don't want to back up because it puts you guys in front of me, and I want to be in the front line. So
Well, we're
we'll
gonna
just
run
skip
away
the
anyway.
guy next.
No, go ahead.
How's that? That gets these 3 guys.
Yep, that'll get those
Okay.
3. So Jazar, go ahead and target those 3.
Oh, I'm trying to target them all. Let me take it off.
Because Jazar has to click the button for you.
All right, go ahead, Jazar.
You want to describe what kind of damage, cold damage you're doing?
Does it? So it like hits, right? Like all I do is now just describe what's happening.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm getting work texts. Give me a second. I'll be right back.
You know, for
I gotta call
3d6.
work.
For 3d6, 10 is not bad. Just barely above the average. So.
Well, it's kind of worse. 2 of them passed their save,
Yeah.
but I mean collectively it's 15 or 20 damage,
Yeah.
and you can do it again.
And it was a bonus action. Or was it
Wait,
an action?
I did it.
It's an action to breathe.
What do you mean I can do it again?
No, you can do it again next turn.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Hang on, let me look at something real. What? Huh. Very odd. Should be right there.
Okay, I'm back. Alright, go ahead and describe your attack.
Okay. So, I feel like this weird bubbling sensation in my stomach to like, just kind of a chest area, and I let out what feels like a burp, but instead of it being a burp, it just spews like ice cold water.
Is it this icy cold water sprays across the your victims? The
Oh my
ghoul
God,
and one of the zombies kind of shake it off a little bit, but you can still kind of see like a little bit of embedded frost upon them as it seemed to kind of freeze on contact. But one of them gets blasted even more than usual. And is that your turn?
Yeah. So that's an entire action, right?
Yep, that
Yeah,
takes your
that's
action.
an action.
Okay. Yep. That's my turn.
You turn Korg into Squirtle.
Maybe it was intentional.
not entirely planned whatsoever. He's our favorite Pokemon, so.
No, he's losers. The zombie attempts to bash upon Korg, but the semi-freezing effect that hit him earlier kind of slows down his punches. It just kind of weakly flails against your hard turtle shell, unable to actually accomplish anything. As another one steps forward and attacks you.
This one I didn't recklessly attack or anything, so I shouldn't have the advantage things against me, right?
Yeah, there's no
Okay, cool.
advantage. They're rolling normal.
Okay, cool.
Otherwise, they wouldn't have crit failed against you. He manages to bite softly into your somewhat fleshy turtle skin, reminiscent of stews upon the ship in the past. He kind of gnaws a bit before you manage to throw him off, your rage causing you to kind of push through any pain that it might be causing as he attempts to pierce your flesh. As this other zombie grows closer. This one changes its stops chasing the cat and goes for the fleshy turtle before it. It manages to land a solid blow against you, but you kind of shrug it off, continuing to rage through your anger. You're blowing your watery fountain of cold, the burps, your focus is so much on this surrounding zombie ghoul infestation that you just shrug off most of the damage. Drazar.
I will. Attack this one with Ray of Frost.
You hit. Your Ray of Frost slams into the ghoul and chills its body as it starts to feel it kind of overcome. Its movement becomes jerky as it kind of ambles forward.
And I'm gonna move back here with everyone else.
Okay, so you'll take an opportunity attack from the Plague Zombie if you went the way that you stepping out and then down. Plague Zombie 4 will opportunity attack you.
Like down this way, and then see
That's
why
fine.
that's why I didn't want to go through here. I didn't. Let me stop. Hold on. There we go. Everybody's back to where they were. That's why I didn't want to go that way.
Okay, so you go down. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. Yeah, you can get. Yeah, that'll take all your movement because of the difficult terrain to move through them, but you're okay. That works.
Way to go, Martin. Just shove us all out of the way.
Oh, and confuse everyone.
The ghoul rushes forward and swings its claws at Darkstorm. tears into Darkstorm's flesh, and you feel this paralyzing effect start to take hold. Make a Constitution save. Your body starts to lock up, and you feel your joints kind of freeze, and you find yourself paralyzed, unable to move before this creature. Which is not good.
Yay.
Johnny.
Alright, so I see things are getting a little bit serious up at the other end of the deck. So I'm gonna try to kill these guys in front of me so I can go help Korg and save these other people. Though I don't know his name's Korg. The weird turtle that's like screaming at everyone.
Yes, and breathing water and burping and
Not ideal. Okay, I'm gonna swing again. And I'm adding the smite to it as well.
okay. As you watch, the robotic man swings his scimitar at the ghoul, and it misses completely, and the ghoul kind of leans forward in the cross of the blade, and the robot turns around, slamming his scimitar blade into the ghoul, and a burst of radiant energy explodes out from it, and the ghoul's body disintegrates completely into ash as it's rendered to nothingness.
And that's
It was
all I
actually
got
the
for this
next to
one.
go. Do you do anything else?
No, that's all I got for this one.
Darkstorm, make a Constitution save.
Meow.
You are still paralyzed. Johannan.
Sorry, forgot I was muted. All right.
Oh, I didn't mean to do. I accidentally clicked. I made you paralyzed for some reason. I don't know why. What happened? What the hell did I do? I made Darkstorm paralyzed. Okay, but you're fine. Okay, you cast Acid Splash.
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and roll your damage.
All right.
You have your
That's
hold on.
stunk.
You have yourself targeted, and you accidentally damage yourself. I'll heal that.
No, I did the whole control on the zombie guy. Did it not deselect me?
You have to manually deselect yourself first. So
And I
healed
just. Okay, thank you.
okay,
So am
but
I
it did
actually
hurt him.
There we go.
You just ended
Okay,
up
so
targeting
zombie
yourself
fo-
and him. Yeah, he took the
Okay.
damage. The acid splashes across the zombie and kind of sizzles into its flesh, melting down to the floorboards below.
Works for me. And that would end my turn.
I fucked up. Sorry.
Did you heal the zombie?
It rolled. The zombie rolled his damage without rolling his attack against Johnny.
not very nice.
Hey, the buttons are right next to each other. It ineffectively attempts to attack Johnny. Lena.
Alright, so bonus action, healing word, action, go ahead and target ghoul number 1 with my longbow. Do I still have the height thing, so I'm shooting over Darkstorm? Or
No,
would I have
since
to
they're
move?
engaged in melee, it's going to be too close, so he's going to have cover. So
How
go
much
ahead
is
and
covered?
so click the that plus minus symbol in the upper right corner, and you'll see modifiers come up.
Okay. So
Just click
cover,
cover.
full cover, or
Nope, just regular cover.
okay. So I just click
And then
the cover
roll your
button.
attack.
That's it?
Yep, and it'll auto apply cover to it.
Okay. Let's see how well it does.
You still hit.
Okay. That.
Your arrow slams into the ghoul, piercing into its eye. It kind of scrambles at it and snaps it off, and you can see the arrow protruding as pus kind of oozes down, but it's still up.
Alright, and then bonus action. So I'm going to unselect the ghoul. Bonus action, I'm going to go ahead and healing word Darkstorm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Max. Alright.
The healing
and
energy infuses Darkstorm. Korg,
Alright.
you're surrounded on all sides as a ghoul is attempting to eat your now paralyzed companion.
This is gonna hurt a little bit. No, I'm not disengaging.
So
Okay.
2 opportunity attacks.
They both flail at you completely ineffectively.
Is this acceptable for my shot?
It is, but it will again affect you because you're including yourself in the area of effect.
I accept said consequences.
There might, you could do it better.
How? I don't know how else I can angle this. To get...
Go from the bottom left or top right, or no, top left corner.
I want to get the ghoul that's attacking Kasenki though.
I know. Start from there, and now start angling it toward the right. Damn. I don't know.
Yeah, I can't get all 5 unless I attack myself.
It hurt itself in confusion.
Yep. I
Okay,
accept
well,
said consequences.
everybody. Okay, all right. Is it a dex save?
I don't know, but I'm willing to hurt myself if
Yeah,
it means
it's
I get
dex.
all of them.
You have advantage on dexterity saving throws because of your
Boom. See? It was like I knew it was maybe
danger
something.
sense.
Perfect. All right. I know how dangerous this move is. I'm prepared to try to dodge it.
Cork failed.
With advantage though?
With
Did it give me that-
advantage, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it gave you advantage.
that's okay.
Ghoul. Is this potentially dead?
The ghoul is dead.
Thanks, Korg.
It hurt me a little bit, but partially resisted.
Korg summons up this cold, watery breath, and as it spews forth, encapsulating everyone, it kind of splashes back upon him, and it kind of freezes his jaw slightly as he includes himself in his own blast. But he manages to kill the ghoul as it tumbles over the side of the ship, kind of frozen, and plummets the thousands of feet below.
That's what.
Zombie 6 ambles forward. It manages to hit you with one of its fists. Same with the other one, who manages to hit you with a fist, raining blows upon you. Zombie 2 ambles forward to attack Darkstorm. Failing to land a blow, it then attempts to punch her. Hold on, I gotta check something. Hey, Johannan, do you not have push to talk? It's I'm hearing like paper sounds or something.
Yeah, sorry. I meant to have it.
Okay, give me one sec. That was supposed to be a critical hit. It slams its fist into Darkstorm with a devastating blow against your frozen, rigid body, unable to successfully dodge. But thankfully, the healing magic from earlier keeps you up. As the zombies continue to attempt to wail on Korg. As he continues to stand his ground, fending off wave after wave of zombie strike. Strazar.
Uh, gonna cast Prayer of Healing.
That takes 10 minutes to cast.
Oh, does
It
it?
does. Yeah,
Oh man.
that's a for after combat spell.
Yeah. I will not do that.
It's a great spell.
Should have looked into that part.
It's good for when you can't short rest because you're trying to like explore a giant boat,
Right.
just not while fighting.
Yeah. I will step over here. And Ray of Frost that zombie.
That's a crit.
Woo!
It's always a surprise.
And he's really cold right now.
Yeah. You slam into him with your ray of frost, and it kind of starts freezing his limbs. The pus turns into pus icicles that kind of snap off and fall to the deck, and its movement becomes even more rigid and stiff. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Johnny.
Okay, seeing the one that he just turned into an icicle, I'm gonna move up here, which should not evoke opportunity because I'm still in range of the other
Correct.
guy. I'm gonna try to finish that one off.
I heard that.
And as you slam in to the zombie, you slice it cleanly in half, and you start to notice that its flesh starts kind of bubbling as it collapses to the ground, and it suddenly explodes in this cloud of poison and just horribleness. And every single person needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Shit. I'm gonna lucky that.
Give me just a second.
Why am I targeting everybody?
I don't know. Why are you targeting everyone?
No, it just did it. Like all of a sudden, I'm targeting like every one of our team.
Is this a one that makes me maintain for taking damage?
Shit!
No, it does
Waste of
not.
a lucky.
Belina,
Waste of lucky.
you breathe in this noxious bile as it splatters across your body. It gets in your tongue and mouth, and as you watch, most of your party seems unaffected. You, however, start feeling the chills come over you and start feeling like it's infesting your body.
God damn it. Well, so much for healing the engineer. Unless we take a short rest. Or no, I need a long rest in order to replenish that. Fuck!
Why can I read that? Do I
Because you know
speak
Prime.
primordial?
Yeah.
Oh, apparently I speak primordial.
Well, so much for that plan.
Oh, hold on. I forgot something here. About the disease. I need to add something.
You didn't forget anything. It's fine. Just keep going.
He didn't forget
No.
anything, except for the thing where he was like, "I need to tell everyone this to freak them out."
You're gonna see what it is. I just need to look up how to program it. So for those of you that are diseased, you start to notice your flesh seems to start to like bubble slightly and seems to become it kind of looks a little like rots starting to form, and you definitely feel like you might be vulnerable to slashing damage, and it might be difficult for you to heal through regular means as the plague infects you. Oh, you still had another attack, Johnny. Sorry.
Nah, I mean that's okay. Did the guy that I just pus bombed the party with?
Yeah.
Is he dead?
He's dead.
Okay. Then for my bonus attack, I'm gonna attack the guy down here. See if I can nuke everybody again, I guess.
You slash into the zombie, kind of cutting forth as the pus kind of oozes out.
And that's all I got.
Darkstorm. Make a Constitution saving throw. You are still paralyzed. It's a DC 10, Darkstorm. Come on, you got this. Jahanan.
You know what? Maybe it's a good thing. Does everybody else remember the last time the party got paralyzed and she wasn't? It's okay, Darkstorm. It's not that bad. It's okay. I'm kidding.
Roll
I'll
damage.
just block the zombies up here, you know.
Yes! One!
You splash the zombie with more acid.
Yes, I did. That's everything. My squishy self is in a safe spot. I'm good.
Literally surrounded by our party.
The zombie, seeing fleshier targets before him, turns away from Johnny and goes after the delicious bird. Do you still have your dodge effect on?
I probably do. Let me.
Okay, I got rid of it. It rolled with disadvantage for some reason. Make a Constitution save.
The damage kind.
You already made your concentration check. It rolled it. Did it not show you? It does it automatically.
Oh no, I didn't see it.
Oh, you got a 24.
What?
It rolls your concentration automatically when you take damage.
Okay. I guess it only shows you? Question mark.
I guess, yeah.
I got a critical hit.
You got hit critically. And then make another Constitution save. So other than being slammed and beaten, bit and torn, you managed to fend off the disease that rocks your body, but you're not looking hot. Belina.
Okay. Well, shit. I guess I'll bonus. Damn, I'm almost up.
I mean, I'm
This
good.
is not going well.
Are
Are you?
Yeah. I get to go before
Alright.
that specific zombie.
Okay.
In those kind of terms.
Fuck. I'm gonna run 5, 10, 15, 20. Up here? And
Okay.
then I'm gonna action longbow attack. This one. Doesn't look like any cover there.
Oh, you're fine.
Alright. right. And then, oh, that's not going to help a paralyzed individual, will it? Hang on. That's not a bonus action, is it? Hang on. This one as a bonus action. No, I can. So I will use a bonus action to use my Mantle of Inspiration. Selecting creature you can see 60 feet of you, equal to my charisma modifier, gains 5 temporary hit points, and it can immediately use its reaction to move up to a speed without provoking opportunity attacks. So I will do that.
Who are you choosing?
Let's see, it'll be unchoose the zombie. I'm going to choose Drazar, Korg. I know Darkstorm can't move, but she can get the temporary hit points. And Johannin. Yep. That's 4. Choose my modifier. And I shall. Oop. So now you guys can move without provoking opportunity attacks, except for paralyzed Darkstorm. Sorry, but you have temporary hit points.
Like we can move away?
Yeah.
Right
Thanks.
now?
Yep.
Yep, up to your speed without provoking opportunity attacks.
All right, you already know what I'm about to burp up, so go ahead and select and stuff.
Johanna, did you want to move?
No, I think I'm okay where I am. I definitely appreciate
No one
that point.
protecting you anymore.
All right, go ahead, Martin. They all succeeded.
They're going to sleep.
Are they staying asleep or are they going to wake back up?
We'll find out after these messages.
On the next chapter of
Thank you.
The next exciting episode of
Shenanigans Boat.
I need to know if they're like getting up or not because I'm going to move.
I'm rolling their saves now, dude.
It's a matter of life and death for the
I
zombie.
mean, it is for me. My guy's dying. I got the plague. I got the black lung pop.
The zombie immediately before you collapses as the one behind him kind of manages to shake it off and stay well. And the one that collapses on the deck explodes in a cloud of pus and mucus. And I need
It was freezing.
Johannin and Johnny to make a Constitution save because it doesn't matter for Korg or Darkstorm.
Can robots be diseased?
I don't think Warforged can.
He's actually immune to it, but that's besides the point, right? You guys don't know that yet. Now that you figured it out, I'll stop making him roll saves.
I
Johannin.
don't have enough to heal everyone. Somebody's gonna die.
Nah. We're good.
You feel yourself become infected.
See, if you would have moved, you wouldn't have got that. But no, you wanted to stay still. Tried to warn you.
Zombie 6 lashes out at Korg, barely still standing. And I did that wrong again, because I suck as a DM.
Did he roll at disadvantage?
It says he's unconscious.
Okay, I just noticed 2 dice go down. He had a low number, so I figured he might
Both would
rolled
have
at
missed, so it's fine.
Okay.
And he misses while attempting to attack you, as Zombie 2 continues to try to eat Darkstorm. It blasts through your temporary hit points, tearing away, and then attempts to hit you again as it rips into your flesh with its teeth. It tears into you hard. You're still standing as it continues to wail upon you. Despite being paralyzed, you still feel every single blow slamming against you, the teeth biting into you, the gnawing and ripping zombie flesh as the plague takes hold of you. Hopefully you can shake it off soon as Drazar goes.
Alright, I'm gonna bonus action Healing Word Dark Storm.
At the same time.
Can I shoot the guy down here?
Yeah.
Oh. That. How did it shoot him twice?
Did you click it twice by accident?
No. So I'm gonna go with the first one that says he missed.
Yeah. Johnny.
Alright, I'm gonna keep slashing at this guy that's snuggled next to me.
Get him!
Alright, so now you said it auto adds it when I hit the dice on that. I don't need
Yep.
to do anything.
It'll auto do crit damage.
Alright. I will bonus action hit him. Right.
And he dies. It explodes into a cloud of mist. Drazar, make a Constitution save. As Drazar becomes infected with the plague.
I literally cannot heal everyone.
Alright, and then I just moved up to... Actually, I'll move to here.
Darkstorm, make a Constitution saving throw and get over 10. 10 or over.
Can I use my inspiration to help her? Maybe like shake her. She's like, wake up, wake up. Maybe she's, something.
She's good.
Alright, but that takes your turn, so. but you're no longer paralyzed.
Yay, no
Sweet.
more auto crits.
Yay.
All right, so we just have these two left, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And literally all of us are fucking poisoned.
Diseased.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Hey, the good news is they make you vulnerable to slashing damage, but they don't deal slashing damage.
Yeah. Okay. I'm only targeting who I want to this time? Yes. Sorry, I'm sliding back and forth between multiple screens right now. I'm gonna go ahead and do acid as usual.
The ball of acid slams into the zombie's body and it melts through, forming a clear hole in which you can see the robotic gentleman on the other side, and it collapses. Then the pustules explode forth and you breathe in the fumes, and it doesn't matter because you're all infected.
Okay, and so ends my turn.
Alright, let's see. So what's my angle look like? This guy. It's right through her.
You'll have
and
cover
here.
if you shoot from there.
Yeah. I can't get anywhere where he wouldn't, unfortunately.
You could technically get to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
I could get right here. Hang on. So I could get here. Or here. And go here. And I shoot him.
Yeah.
Happens. Who I hit? Yes!
And it explodes
But it doesn't.
as you're covered in ooze, slime, pus, disgusting garbage, and the
Okay.
combat ends, and you find yourself surrounded by the now re-dead corpses and a strange robotic man standing before you that had rushed out and warned you about not getting hit.
Too late. So first thing Belina does goes ooh ooh ooh, snaps her fingers and casts prestidigitation, gets rid of all the icky stuff on her.
If you could just go ahead and do that on like all of us, that would probably be good.
So I go ahead and do prestidigitation to get rid of all the ichor and yuckiness, and then I'm gonna cast lesser restoration on myself to see if it removes the disease.
It does.
Okay, so that takes care of one of my second level slots. So
Okay. I hold on. Sorry. My guy's just like, 1 second, friend, and then I'm gonna use lay on hands on 2 of the other people to like I can use 5 points to remove a
Yep.
disease, right? I'm gonna do that for 2 people.
Okay, which two?
Johannan, because we have similar names, and Bird Person.
Oh, thank you so
right.
much.
So
Thank
here
you.
comes the. So I point out. I'm sitting here thinking to myself. I'm thinking how many times I can cast this spell, and the fact that the engineer has been sick longer, so we need to get him healed sooner.
Did you say that out loud?
I'm talking to myself out loud. Indeed, I am. But it's kind of mumbling to herself. Like, can only do that
I'm
2 more
I'm
times.
the engineer.
You're the engineer?
Yeah, I've been trapped in
Oh,
here for days.
but we were told that you were plagued, but you don't appear plagued.
Well, it doesn't stick. Not fleshy like you guys.
Oh, well, in that case, walks over to Korg, lesser restoration. Walks over to Darkstorm, lesser restoration. It's like, I can't do that anymore right now.
Uh,
So,
can I prayer of healing everyone right now?
Yes.
Let's maybe get off the ship first, though. I don't want to have any more of the zombies coming up and have to fight more.
Okay, let's get in the
yeah,
little
no,
boat,
because I can't,
and then I'll do it.
I can't heal us anymore for that. So, yeah, probably good idea. We have first. So, just to give robot engineer person um, heads up information. So we're a crew, and we need an engineer for our ship. And the doctor that was on the boat recommended that we find you. So, do you perhaps want to come and work on our ship and not on a cursed disease ship?
I mean, that sounds. We should probably finish eradicating the disease on the ship, though, so it doesn't spread.
Can we burn the ship?
But
Yeah, we don't really need anything else from the ship. What if we just burn the ship down? That will take care of our problem of cursed peoples?
Well, I mean, my tools are down in the hold, though.
Ah!
I have all of the gold you need to buy more tools, I am sure.
So I kind of like my hand kind of folds backwards into itself, and like there's a special type of socket and wrench and stuff come out. It's like I need my tools. You can't
but
just buy
but
them.
I can't heal us anymore if we get diseased again. I don't.
Then let us hope that there are no more zombies. How many of more of the crew are there?
I don't know how many were turned. The captain had his selects that he was with, but I've been trapped in this room for so long. I don't know what's still out here.
There's roughly a 30-man vessel.
I think that we have
Yeah.
everything we need from here. I think it is best that we leave. We'll figure out the tools maybe another time.
Really can't do again. Can't.
Perhaps maybe we get off this boat and rest a bit and then come back another time to get your tools. Or just look for tools on the ship or on the
Well,
shore.
there's also priceless artifacts and other things.
But if
Well,
we
that
die,
doesn't sound like there's
what-
value in it then if it has no price.
yeah,
They
also,
belong
if,
in a museum.
well, the museum can come get them.
I don't think you're going to get paid for this particular one. Just maybe be grateful you have your life.
Oh, yes, thank you guys very much for helping me. Speaking of, who's Drazar? Actually, I'm Johnny. What are your guys' names?
I'm Belina.
I am Drazar.
I am called
Johannan.
I am called Korg. That you can call me Captain though.
Oh, hello,
I'm
Captain.
Darkstorm. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you all. Thank you for helping me. I couldn't get out because every time I tried, they were just overwhelming me at the door here. So,
So
how much are you missing, Drazar, in health?
Uh, you could say I am missing about a third. 10 points.
Oh, 10.
But-
Okay. So, go ahead.
So maybe
Wait,
if
where are you going?
Shiny?
There are
No
Shiny?
shame.
zombies everywhere. Try not to be alone.
You are not
Are you
allowed to.
looking through the bodies and corpses and stuff?
Yes. Shinies.
I'm just staying close enough in case something springs on
So
her, but I am not going near the bodies.
So as you go through the if you go through the corpses and everything, Darkstorm, you find an assortment of coins and various treasures.
Shiny
It's not
treasure.
much. 23 gold, 45 silver, and 23 copper pieces.
can I find any of my arrows?
Yeah, you can recover half of what you fired. I don't really care about
Okay.
tracking ammo, so as long as it's not like, oh, I fired 152 times, like just I'm gonna assume you keep stocking up in town and things like that.
All right. So suggestion maybe if we get on the little skiff boat and fly above the other boat that we're on right now, and maybe take a rest, maybe a long one, and then we can come back because there's no since we have you now, there's no time limit on what we're trying to do. If you insist on getting your tools, and then we can heal and get resources back and feel more ready to go into the rest of the boat. Just an idea. That way we don't have to buy new tools and we can get the artifacts that you're so interested in, and then we get you on the crew and we can finish clearing out the ship that we promised the guards we'd clear out too. And but we could do it safe.
I think Belena's on the right track. That is, of course, assuming that Johnny is interested in the position of engineer on Cork's ship.
What's your mission for the ship?
Um,
That is classified.
you can say the word classified.
That is what I was told to repeat when people ask. I don't actually know what our mission fully is yet. It's classified even at my level.
Oh,
Okay, so as long as we will come back to eradicate these things, I can't leave them here. We have to destroy them.
yeah. We told the guards before we got on the skiff ship that we brought over here that we would take care of the problem. Um, so if we need to, like I said, we just get on the other boat, the little one, and we float up above where the zombies can't get us, and maybe,
Fire?
but his tools.
Yeah, he said that there were also very unvaluable items in this ship that had no price.
Burn after shinies.
and and maybe since the ship is probably going to be destroyed afterwards, maybe we can get some parts from the Magitek engine that we can also use to help repair our ship too later if anything happens.
I will say that the ship did not look to be in a very good state on the way over here. There are many stains and disgusting things. I don't want the plague to get from this ship to our ship somehow.
Right, right. That's why we're gonna burn the ship, but we take
The
small
plague
parts.
itself it's bio related. It wouldn't be carried on metal or anything. And this ship, once upon a time, was actually very nice. It's just fallen to ruin after this plague was set upon the crew.
Right, I heard a lot of words there, but also I don't want the ship, the diseases, all that are here onto my other ship.
Belina looks at Johanna and starts speaking in Sylvan.
Cork.
Yes.
No contamination. Bites.
No
Won't burn.
contemplation. That they won't burn.
No. bodies bites spread illness.
So the wood can't carry all of the diseases.
No,
That
comes
is
from bites.
that is exactly what Dark Storm is saying. The
Okay.
only way the disease is carried is from mouth into flesh.
Okay.
Or from exploding cloud. Exploding cloud, bad.
Okay.
I incinerate it for you, Core. Don't worry.
So then we're
Yeah,
going down
Townie.
here.
Not right now. First we rest.
Oh.
Points to the skiff.
Okay. Okay.
Because I can't heal us again if we don't.
So you guys file back onto the skiff that you took out to the ship here.
Yes.
And we're gonna float above, out of reach, for a while, maybe like
8
sleep
hours.
time.
Are you trying a short rest or long rest?
I need the long rest to get my spell slots back. Get the
So
bard
8 hours
is
later, we're gonna get back.
faster.
I'm not gonna just sit on this little skiff for 8 hours.
But we kind of have to.
If we are required to sit here for a very long time, can we at least go back to the pub and drink a little bit?
The guards won't let us until the ship is completely gone. No.
We can
They won't let us.
barricade back into the captain's quarters also, where I was hiding earlier. I was there for days safely.
And that sounds like a very good idea too. More than sitting on this little teeny boat here and just sitting here. There's probably even a bed in that other one. We can at least let a 1 or 2 persons sleep.
If we can successfully barricade and it's more spacious, I'm fine with that.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. I might be freaking losing my goddamn mind.
I could have
It
told
is
you
fine.
that, huh?
Okay. No, never mind. Disregard. I was correct. It is a long rest.
Then let us hide in the captain's quarters.
What does the captain's quarters look like?
Shinies.
We're all so big.
I'm not. Shinies.
You guys file into the captain's quarters, and you notice it looks like it's a little disheveled, but it has fine carpet, furniture that's kind of nailed down to the floor to prevent it from shifting during the times. There's some maps and scrawling books upon the table, a bed propped up in the lower corner, a bookcase that's filled with maritime stories, navigational charts, a few like flowery stories about like aether monsters that sail the seas that, you know, most people would consider to be like, you know, fiction type novels, maritime trade laws, ancient archaeological sites, and 2 large wooden bound chests in the bottom corner that are locked tight.
I attempt to open them.
I'm gonna just like pull out my whole like incense and meditation everything and just kind of sit over in the corner and meditate.
I'm starting by exploring everything on the desk and then moving to the bookcase.
Make a dexterity check for the first chest, Darkstorm, or a Thief's Tools check, rather.
Can I check if it traps first?
Sure, make an investigation check. It seems okay. You manage to click the first chest open, and it kind of snaps open with ease. You start to open it, and it makes this kind of squeaking sound. It's like, but nothing happens. And inside, you find several gems, bloodstone, a couple carnelians, a citrine, some moonstones, quartz, a small gold bracelet, a silver ewer, and you find 3 red potion bottles.
Shiny! Oh, my legs can't do that right now.
Okay.
Do you check out the other chest?
I do. Investigation first.
It appears fine. You work at this chest for a while. It's a little more difficult and tricky than the other one. It takes several minutes before you manage to unlock it. And your picks kind of jam in it a few times. You manage to eventually crack it open, but one of your lock picks kind of bends in the process in order to pull it off. And inside, you see gold coins, 18 platinum, 109 gold, 200 silver, and 21 copper, and a weird suit of studded leather armor that, like, it looks a lot like a normal suit, but it's missing as many buckles as you would normally expect it to have.
Investigate it.
Sure. So you look it over, it looks very finely crafted, well made. It looks like it would function normally. It just seems like it's maybe designed for more ease to be able to take it like on and off.
I found some potions and some shinies. Can anybody identify this red thing? Meow.
I could try. It's not the normal
Okay.
scroll.
So what are you attempting to identify? The potions?
Yeah.
Potions.
Okay, how are you going to try to identify what it does?
Taste them.
You crack one of the red potions open and you get this distinct smell of like almond extract that kind of like infuses your nose. And you reach out and you put like a drop upon your tongue and you kind of feel this surge of like revitalization, and you know that it's a potion of healing.
It worked out.
Hey, can I take a little bit of time while we're here to try and do that spell to talk to my animal?
Yeah. You spend 10 minutes and you cast your speak with animals ritual spell while they're going through this stuff.
Okay, I'm gonna ask him. I'm gonna crack the door for him here in a second. I'm gonna ask him to kind of go like down the stairs below deck and just kind of scope out the next floor and come back with. I don't know if he can count. I don't need an exact number, but just kind of what we can expect if there's a lot of bad guys or just a little bit of bad guys on the next level.
Okay, he kind of goes off to do that, and I'll tell you the results in a bit.
Okay.
How do you guys want to split this loot up in the party sheet?
It's weird because I pulled it up and I couldn't see it. I don't think I was paying attention enough. So if they tell me it's there, cool. If they don't, then I probably get nothing.
Belina is what's it? What's it? Ewer.
It's kind of like a metal water pitcher kind of deal.
I would definitely be interested in snagging at least one of the potions because I'm squishy. And I'm a sorcerer. I'd happily take. I gotta see if I need any of this.
Ewer. So it's like a teapot, but fancier.
I already have a potion on Belina
Captain.
somehow.
Captain Morgaine only liked the finer things.
Korg,
Yes.
money.
How much do you need?
Lots?
No. I found money and I'm sharing.
Oh, I'm gonna get up and walk over there. Oh, I want to see what you have found.
What does the unbuckled studded leather thing do?
Basically, I think it's
Let
the
you
same
take
thing.
it off faster. I don't know.
It's cast off armor, kind of like what Belina has. Probably would be my best guess. I could roll to look and figure it out. What skill would that be?
You can make an Arcana check.
Arcana? Terrible idea. Why not?
Ooh, this
You can
one.
have advantage on this check.
Because I already have it set. Oh well. Once we try for the advantage roll. Ooh! Ooh!
Yeah, it's designed and fashioned differently than you're used to, but it's definitely a set of cast off studded leather similar to what you wear.
Oh, that armor, like what I already have, is special armor comes on and off real quick. Same armor, it's still same strength, but come on and off real quick.
What's the armor rating?
The same as studded leather.
It's better than
12.
what you currently have.
Can I
Because
have it?
currently you have just leather.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's two. Person who almost died.
I don't think this would even fit across me anyway. But this one gem right here, this one that is kind of white and blue a little bit, I like that one. Can I have one of these two? That's the moonstone.
Yeah, Belina liked that one too. Very pretty.
This is definitely the most pretty of these stones.
Yes.
Shiny. Better take care of Shiny.
This is the
Yes.
only one on this that is really nice to look at. This is all the only one that I want.
Bloodstone.
Any stones that that no one else claims, Johannan will take for future spellcasting use when she gets spells that need them.
Okay. I will take the bracelet. It would look good on my arm.
Put it on.
So, Jihanan.
Is
Yeah.
anyone else
Could
taking healing
I-
potions?
I feel like
I mean,
the
I
non-healers.
don't know what type of potion I have, but yeah.
Well, I kind of want like some of the squishies to have them because for me, like in that fight, I got beat on like quite a bit, but I seemed to kind of stand there and withhold it like pretty well. So I think I
So-
should go to the squishies.
Johanna, Drazar, and
Yeah.
Belina. Yeah. Yay.
this is what's left. We can sort through that later. You guys think about what you want to do with
know
what's
what?
left for treasure.
I completely
Mm.
forgot. But Korg, Doc
Yes.
Storm, remember when I found that gem in the cave,
No,
in the troll cave, and we never looked at it?
no.
Yeah. What
I
you doing?
I want to look at it. You want to look at it with me? Like, what is it?
What is
Shinies?
what?
I pull the thing out and try to look at it.
So Drazar pulls out this strange mystical gem that he found many weeks ago that he pocketed in his backpack. And as you look at it, it's kind of this shimmering blue light, and inside it kind of dances with this almost pure aether essence that kind of has this oscillating opalescent quality shimmering through various shades and tones, almost like it's a bluish rainbow dancing within the crystal itself, as though it's unrefined raw aether itself, an essence of magical power.
Huh.
Can I get a Arcana check on it?
Yeah.
If the party sheet wasn't in my way and blocking me dropping it where I'm supposed to. Oh.
It's tough for you to really tell anything about it, other than that it's raw, unrefined aether.
Belina looks at it and says, "Ooh, pretty."
I would
That's all
also
she
like
says.
to look at my rock.
Okay, if all the spellcasters are going to look at it, just pick one person to roll with advantage. You don't all just keep rolling Arcana forever.
I also want to
Aw.
look at it, and I am not a spellcaster. Does that matter?
You just literally cast a spell.
Yeah, but that one doesn't count. That is just me talking to my animal.
Well, my
Dark
next
Storm.
step would be to ask to actually get it in hand and actually experiment with feeding it a little bit.
Oh, you want to feed it now, huh? Last time we said feed the rock. You're like, no, get out of here.
No. I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. I can't feed a rock. I'm not a spellcaster. I don't know anything.
I hand the rock
Very nice.
to Johannan.
Not very nice, Miss Johannan, sometimes with the not admitting things.
So, am I going to be the one to go ahead and roll at advantage for everybody?
Yes.
I
If
think you
they're
have
handing
the
you the
highest. You have the highest Arcana check currently, so yeah.
He has the highest, and she's the person running around. I don't do Arcana. Screw you guys.
No, don't tell other people. Oh, okay, that's acceptable. Or no, it's not.
No,
I did
No, it's
that
no,
wrong.
not. It's
didn't I?
12.
I
yeah,
was
you did
supposed
it
to
wrong.
do advantage. Yes, I did.
It just gave you a second die.
It would have
Yeah.
been a 12. Yeah, no, I apologize. I do it right, but
No,
they
you
both
guys,
failed, so it doesn't matter.
you guys really, really suck at identifying
This rock.
magical rocks by infusing it with aether.
Just
Perhaps in the
general.
future you might need to find skilled people who are knowledgeable on how to identify magical artifacts,
Do you guys think
but
Jack
you're not good at it.
would be interested in this rock too?
Well, she was looking for. You said something about her looking for aether mushroom before
Something
Maybe
like that,
maybe
yeah.
Aether Rock is better.
Especially
Maybe Aether
since,
Rock is better.
yeah, especially since she's your employer. Do you think, Jehanan?
It's possible.
You might lose the rock if she wants it.
Yep.
It is a very pretty rock.
I mean, I don't know what it does.
It is also just a rock. So do you really need a rock?
It probably skips pretty well.
I could find out very quickly.
No,
You can skip it to me if you want. I'm right here.
There's no water between us. It wouldn't work.
But you were
There's the
breathing
floor.
water before.
I'll hold on to it if you don't want to. I like shiny things.
how about no?
How about you put the rock in your inventory then?
How
What
about
is this inventory you speak of?
Put
I've
it in your
never heard of it.
bird.
Oh, the pocket.
Backpack?
That is better.
The pocket, the backpack.
Your belt.
Hide it from sight.
Fish tacos.
I was just getting ready to say the same thing. Yes, yes, use the fish tacos. Put the rock away.
I thought they did it for me.
Now you are attuned to belt. You have to say words.
I touch the rock. I touch my belt. Pocket number 1. Fish tacos!
The aether crystal disappears into your magical belt as you speak the command word that you gave it.
I just want to glance over and well, I know I know he's more robot, but I want to see what expression Johnny's got on all this whole conversation about fish tacos.
It's pretty flat. He's just wondering why you guys are playing with rocks when you said you wanted to sleep.
On that note, Korg, your snake returns to you, and it kind of it hisses at you like, and you kind of it wiggles its body, and you kind of interpret that there are a lot more undead shuffling around underneath.
Oh, thank you very much, Snakeskin. I appreciate it. Hey, everybody, there are many people below deck that are not of the alive kind.
Oh, that could be bad.
What kind are they if they're not alive?
Of the undead kind. I asked Snakeskin to find other peoples that were similar to the diseased people on the top of the deck, and apparently there are quite a few below the deck.
Was Belina able to interpret that as well?
You can pick it up. You kind of pick up the gist of what it's saying. He gets it a little better than you because he can speak directly with the snake, but you get the gist from the body language and the movements. It's agitated, and it's kind of like twisting itself into knots a little bit, and
Wow.
Okay. Well, does anyone want to lay down in the comfy bed? It's Belina bounces on the bed.
If you don't mind me perching on the end.
It's fine. It's a decent sized bed.
I will just sit quietly in this corner until the end of our rest.
you guys kind of barricade yourself up and take a rest. For those of you that noticed, like the robot, it kind of like shuts down a little bit, but it doesn't really like look like it's sleeping, just more kind of in the corner like a deactivated sentry that kind of just stares at you still, and then everyone else kind of just sleeps wherever, doing their meditation, resting. It gets late in the evening now as you guys awaken, refreshed after your long rest. Nothing's come for you in the night so far. It seems they've mostly stayed underneath the deck of the ship.
Hey, Jihanan.
Sorry, I forgot to unmute again. Yes?
Important question of shinies. Can I hold on to them and I'll give them to you when you need them? I like to look at shinies.
Sure, here.
Ah, shiny! Yeah.
Okay, what do you guys do?
Is everybody feeling ready to go now?
Yep.
I think
Yes,
so.
yes.
Let's go. We only have to
We're-
kill like another couple, like a lot. How many did you say were on your crew before this?
He said there were
Johnny.
about
Oh
30.
no, the sentry's battery run out.
He had told us there was about 30. We
Oh, there were
already
30.
have we know that there's him. We know that the healer and his son got off. And then there's those that we already took out.
How many did we kill?
There were about 12 on deck.
Okay, so 30 minus 12
So
minus 2 minus 1. There's only like 10 more.
Oh, you forgot
50.
the other 5.
There's only like 10 plus 5 more.
Uh-oh, we lost Johnny.
We can bottleneck them so that they don't swarm, if possible.
Okay, I'm going to
that would
shuffle my
probably be
feet
the best.
across this carpet. You can build up some static and then poke him. Any electricity?
Johnny 5! Johnny 5 is alive!
I just messaged
Hey,
you.
lasers!
He fell asleep. It's like
Your
5
brother
a.m.
was a snowblower.
So I'm gonna take one more look through the various books and maps. If there is anything that our navigator slash sorceress would benefit from, they're disappearing into the backpack.
Yeah, you get some maps like with trade routes and navigational routes for some of the inner workings of the empire, some of the higher islands and stuff like that for more
Oh yeah,
affluent.
they're going in my bag. They're going in my bag.
Are there any books over here with the pop-ups?
No.
This is a useless bookshelf then.
There is one with lots of pretty pictures.
I take that one.
It's like it looks like it's written by like kind of like a child's hand in like kind of crayon. It's just various like pictures, and it says like where it's like me and daddy, but the D's are backwards, and it's like a little like kind of a stick figure man with the captain hat on it and stuff like that.
It clearly looks like me in my hat. I wanted this one. Wait, is there a captain's hat in here at all anywhere?
No, there's no captain's hat here.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Alright. Ready to go there?
Johnny
Korg
5
accused you
is
of your
alive!
batteries dying.
I think
Okay.
my electric therapy worked. He's good to go.
Alright, so you guys leave the captain's cabin and head back to the main deck.
The hatch, is that where the downstairs is for where we're going now?
Yes.
Okay, what did I miss when I disconnected there?
We
They
all
decided
took our
they were
long
gonna-
rest. And then because you didn't come back online when everybody else started, Cord shuffled himself across the carpet and zapped you with static electricity.
Nice.
Welcome to the Zoo Crew.
Yes,
Take
we should properly introduce ourselves as well. We are known as the Zoo Crew.
Let's take a quick break real quick.
Alright.
Because I gotta go to the bathroom.
You know what? Whoever threw that, your mom's a hoe.
Los Lobos kick your ass. Los Lobos kick your face. Los Lobos kick your balls into outer space.
I think that we should have Drazar only know how to speak in memes. That would be the best.
I can't post those.
Just quote memes. That's it. Just for every occasion, no matter what you're trying to say, it's a meme.
It's like, Korg, why you no stop?
Exactly.
In the future, I see another ship. Is this a plague ship? The next time
gosh.
left-handed Jack yells at me, it's I ball up my fist and then zoom in on it. Here's a short circuits coming back. Here's a clip.
What's this? Wheel
Alright, I'm back.
chain? Oh god.
Did you just Paul Rudd us?
Thank you.
Oh god.
Alright. What are you guys doing?
Catching up on all the memes that I missed out on.
Let us go below the deck and get rid of the rest of these zombie peoples.
Drazar slaps the deck and says, "We should set it on fire."
I thought he was gonna say you could fit so many zombies in this thing.
You can. That's I already messed it up.
Yeah, you did.
You're not good at memes.
We're going below deck. He's our new meme lord. He's old enough to talk in me.
Korg, why you no wait?
Alright, I'm gonna go flip up that little hatch and we're going below deck.
As you flip up the hatch, the overwhelming smell of undeath sort of creeps over you. And it's just like invades your nostrils to the point where you almost want to gag. And you can hear kind of the moaning sounds of creatures down below as a ladder descends into the crew depths.
So, can we see anything moving down there?
Make a perception check with disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Oh, that's. Hang on. Gotta find my
It's pretty pitch black
perception.
down there.
Okay. All right. So I'll make my disadvantage check. And if I don't see anything, I am going to cast the light on the ladder.
I have dark vision. Can I
Yeah,
see anything?
which view are we supposed to be in? I feel like I'm not there.
We're not down there
I
yet.
see nothing.
Oh, okay. Thanks,
We're not-
Johnson.
We're looking down through the hatch. We're on the top deck. We're looking through the hatch. I don't see anything in the darkness. I want to cast light.
Wait.
Wait.
Does dark
What?
vision, can I see anything? I can see in the dark, guys. I'm a cat.
You can make a perception check with disadvantage.
Well, why don't you go push a cup off a table?
I mean, if you allow everything's gonna light.
I didn't roll that at disadvantage. Oh well. Bad anyways.
Oh my god, I messed something up.
Wow.
So to do it, you click the disadvantage button in the bottom left, and then you select
What
your
check you're trying to do.
perception.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hold on, something got messed up on the map. Give me a second, guys. All the tokens got messed up.
Hey, Korg,
Yes.
can you send your snake down there and see if he sees things in Vincity to come up here and nod?
I can do that. He already went down there earlier, and he definitely saw them.
Okay.
Can,
So can I cast the light now?
are we ready?
If you
'Cause
want to
if we
cast light, you can.
If we cast light
Okay.
on that thing, everybody gonna see it and they're gonna come this way.
Right. But they have to
Which
come
means
off
we
the
can
ladder.
bottle them. We can bottle them
Right.
off here at the top.
They won't fit
Right.
inside of a bottle.
Before that,
No.
can I
No.
divine sense undead so I can see exactly where they are?
Yeah, you can use Divine Sense.
Okay. So I'm not sure. What does that show me?
So, is it 60 feet or 30 feet?
60. And also, my guy looks noticeably less frustrated now because we're going to finish clearing the ship out. It was like that's all he could think about.
It's noticeably because your robotic facial features express it so explicitly for us.
Yeah, I look slightly less angry robot.
Guys, I don't know if you could notice, but Johnny looks very distraught right now. Right now, look at his face.
So, you sense the location of several undead creatures in the hold below, kind of meandering around a little aimlessly, filling up most of the cargo hold below.
Okay. So here is the idea. Just thought. We stay up here. Berg stands at very top of the ladder, and put the robot man right next to him, so he can swing it ladder as well. And then, and then I cast the light on the ladder, and they come and they try and climb up the ladder, and the two people that are really hard hit people can just beat them one at a time as they try and
Okay,
climb
let's
the
do
ladder.
it. Let's do it. Go.
Okay, so we're gonna get in position, and then
I'm in position.
all right, I cast light on the ladder.
It illuminates the depths below, and for those of you peeking, you can kind of see the undead kind of start to shift and move around, and they slowly start kind of making their way towards the ladder itself.
I'd like to make some noise and like bang the ladder with my hammer. Like, hey, come and get your dinner now, turtle soup.
All right. Should we roll initiative?
Everybody roll initiative.
Did not take no. I rolled
Hey,
it out
that
of the
was
box.
not bad.
What?
Did that not register mine?
You know, the first
No, I didn't
session I
yours
had,
register.
yeah, the first session I had to roll my initiatives on every round twice because it never registered my first one.
You have to make sure it lands right in the box.
Yeah, I clicked it again and it didn't work. I had to drag the die over, but there we go.
How tall is the ladder?
It's about 10 feet.
Okay.
Show me how you're positioning yourself on the top deck.
I'm guessing the ladder opens to where Korg and Johnny Five are standing.
Yes.
Okay, and then
Yeah.
I'll be right where I put myself. Actually, no. I was gonna put myself here. The top of.
I'll put myself over here. That way I can throw spells down.
That's gonna be right here. Drazar, where are you going to be? Way back over there? Or are you going to be closer?
I would like to be around the circle.
There we go.
Johanan, you go first.
Yeah. I know.
From where you're at with the light, you could see Plague Zombie 2 and Plague Zombie 5.
2 and 5. Okay. Just to get the party started. Sorry, I'm moving screens around. The combo tracker. Okay, there's that. Okay, I am going to apparently not target.
Yeah, you can't target through maps. Kind of
You
sucks.
can't target. No. So we're just gonna have to tell you what we're doing for everyone.
Shit. Okay, hold on.
Because none of us are going down. We're playing on multiple levels, but we can't target them, even though we are targeting them.
I can't put you on both maps at the same time. Shit.
Nope.
Okay.
Well, hold on.
I
You
thought I
can.
could have you on both maps at the same time.
You can. Drag the character images from the top left, and then put the combat tracker people into the crew deck.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Yep. That way we'll use the top just for positional and nothing else.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't put them as combat people.
Of course, the distances are going to. It's like when we take our turn, we've got to move our token to where we're standing, kind of, and then, but it's going to be off because we're shooting from above.
Give him a second.
It is not letting me drag.
No?
The fucking. It just keeps like deleting it when I try to drag people onto it.
We
Yeah, it
all
won't let me
remember
do it.
where we were, right?
Yeah, let's just press.
It's okay. We remember where we were. We just have to kind of drag yourself to an associated position where you'd be,
Yeah, if we put ourselves.
and then go from there, and then put yourself back off to the side after your turn.
You just leave yourself there and we'll just remember that you're not actually standing there.
Okay, works. Here.
All right. So basically, our line of sight is opposite where we are. So, like,
Yes.
Darkstorm can see 1 in 5, and I can see
Exactly.
2 in 5. Yeah, I
That's
can
exactly
play
how it
zombie
works.
in 5. Okay. Yeah.
There's
So we
two
just have
fives.
to remember that. Plague Zombie 5 and regular Zombie 5. Yeah, I confused myself and then I figured it out.
I could see 2 and is that 1 of the plague zombie variety? Okay.
I'll let you know who you can see pretty much.
Okay.
I am just going to go ahead and attempt to target successfully. I'm just going to go ahead and start out with the good old-fashioned acid splash.
Roll damage.
Sorry, I'm shifting things all over the place.
The acid explodes against the zombie and it starts melting as it groans, shifting to prepare to move forward. Is that your turn?
Perfect. Yes, sir.
Belina,
Okay, who can I see?
you can see Plague Zombie 2 and Zombie 4. Plague Zombie 3, and that's it.
2, 4, you said Plague Zombie 3? Where is Plague Zombie 3?
Straight across from you.
This one down here?
No, not that one. 2 to the right from there. You can't see that one because
This
the
one?
light doesn't illuminate it. Well, you could attack with disadvantage, but
Okay, no, I mean I'm gonna use dissonant whispers on I guess which one? Which one? Yeah, this one right here. Zombie 1, I guess that is, right? I'm gonna use not dissonant whispers, but vicious mockery.
okay.
It's like, my God, you're really ugly. You probably should have just died instead of becoming undead. It's bad.
Go ahead and cast. He makes his save. He does not. He is not affected by
Wow,
you calling him ugly.
19. Oh,
Is that your turn?
I didn't think zombies had wisdom. Yeah, that's my turn.
Zombie 5 kind of slowly climbs up the ladder, but he can't make it all the way to the top. He runs out of movement kind of halfway up, kind of shambling, trying to get close to you guys. As other zombies start making their way forward. Johnny.
Okay, are any of them high enough up on the ladder that I can just stab them in the head from up here?
With a disadvantage attack roll, you could probably reach Zombie 5.
I'll just.
But you have to
shoot
like
him.
lean into the hole or kind of lay down to stab him.
So I could shoot him in the face with a crossbow then?
You could shoot him in the face with a crossbow, yes.
I'm gonna go with that route. Yeah, take that.
You shoot him in the face with the crossbow, slowly start cranking and winding back up. Korg,
Are they close enough at all for me to hit any of them with a hammer?
you can make a disadvantage attack roll with your maul to try to get zombie 5.
Then I am just going to ready in action so that when one gets close enough for me to swing, I can attack.
Drazar,
Uh, is it Plague Zombie number 5 or Zombie 5?
zombie 5 is on the ladder.
Okay. In an effort to try to prevent him from getting any higher, I cast Ray of Frost at him, and
It misses as you shoot it, and kind of its decaying arm causes it to stumble a bit to the side, and you shoot past and slam into the floor below it.
darn.
Darkstorm.
Gonna ready in action for when they pop up.
Sure wish we had a wizard.
I wish we had an area effect spell.
Yeah.
We do.
I have one. I just gotta remember how to do it.
If he can turn me back into Squirtle, we have an AoE. But he has to be close enough to touch me, so.
He could just touch himself,
That's
but
true.
he could think about it.
Shahanan.
He really does.
It's my turn again?
Yes.
How do I set up area effect again?
We're gonna have to move ourselves out of the way. So
Yeah, we're gonna need to move
See what-
everyone out of the way. I only need a 10-foot radius centered at the bottom of the ladder. Or actually, yeah. Actually, I'm gonna do it just. Basically, it's directly between where Horg and Johnny are. Is where I'm gonna target the center of it, where they are
Okay,
right now. And I
I'll
don't know how to
select
make my
your
circle.
targets.
you can select your targets. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
It'll make it easier for you, so.
Oh, I found it. I remembered. Apparently, I did not remember correctly, but whatever. No. Heck! I have no idea what I did.
You made a 5-foot radius circle. You can,
Erase it somehow.
yeah, you just right click and you can delete it, but it's gonna hit everyone, so.
Okay. So. Shoot. One of the kids just woke up. Okay, so I need my 10-foot circle. If you can.
God damn it!
Are you going to make the
My
circle
turn's
or
right
am I?
after hers.
I'm trying to make the circle again. And I've got a
The
child.
circle is just
Oh,
to
wait.
tell you what it hits. You don't have to have it drawn to actually do the targeting. So I'm targeting everyone for you.
Okay,
Just
excellent.
do your roll, doll.
Tell me when you're ready.
Yeah,
'Cause
I'll
it's
let you.
all the enemies.
God damn it!
And damage, and I've got to go deal with child. So,
I wasn't ready yet. But
oh, I'm sorry. Give me 1 second to go grab the kid. I'll be right back. Just let me know when you're ready, and I'll do my rolls again.
No, I'll apply it manually. Just give me a sec.
Okay. John. Of course,
Oh,
now I'm
nope, I
in
did
that
have them
area
all.
with my-
I had gotten everyone. You're fine.
Anyway, that's my turn. I'll mute myself in just a second.
Alright, a thunderous boom shatters forth as all the zombies below are cracked, beaten, battered, bruised. The one on the ladder is completely blown to pieces, along with the ladder itself being utterly destroyed. The zombies have no way to get up to you now, but you have no way to get down either.
Rope.
We do
The
have
lead-
rope.
Pretty sure most of us have rope ladders.
Alright, I am going to use my longbow to shoot this one. Can I hit him, or is he going to be obstructed?
You can hit them.
Okay. Nope, no I can't.
That's a hit.
Okay, yes I can.
It barely clings on with life.
Okay. And that will end my turn.
They mill around, unable to get to you, just kind of shuffling.
Everybody's shuffling.
So, at this point in time, so they're kind of stuck there, and they have no way to get to you. So unless you guys plan on using like leveled spells to finish them off, you guys slug it out and just slowly like kill them all. There's several explosions. Pus kind of explodes out from several of them, but it can't quite reach up to where you're at, so you're safe from the disease effects. And over time, you guys blast them with frost and words, bows, crossbow bolts, acid, and just time after time after time, it just kind of beats them down over and over and over until a pile of corpses just sits down at your feet below, stacked atop each other.
Alright. So now we tie a rope to the mast and lower it down. We can go down and see if there's any more down there.
I will go down first, just in case.
Okay. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to tie a rope to the mast and lower it down. And climb down the rope. So now we are officially down. Belina casts light on Korg's shell before he goes down. So now you can see, and it's not in your face.
Way to trivialize my encounter, guys. Good job.
Played it perfectly.
It's
No, it was a really good job.
I did nothing at all. Not even helpful. This is actually really good. I'm glad that everybody's blowing up shit and stuff. I don't have to kill myself to do it.
So, I'm pretty sure we have rope, right?
Yeah, we did. We tied a rope to the mast,
Okay.
and Korg went down first after I cast light on his shell.
Okay. I was making sure
And
that's
then
that's
the
what I
rest
heard.
of us are going down too. Yeah.
Okay, so you guys all kind of climb down the rope ladder.
Okay.
And as you look around, you kind of the light from Korg's shell is kind of illuminating the ship. You see several hammocks strung up where the crew kind of rested. Most of them are covered in like pus and blood and gore. There's blood stains all over the place. Foot lockers that appear to probably have contained the sailors' goings on, their various knickknacks and stuff like that. Darkstorm starts immediately rifling through the one on the left. You find some assorted coins here and there, mostly like keepsakes, spare clothes, mess kit for eating, whittling knives, various sundry items to keep people kind of entertained on the long voyage.
Just gonna go down the rows.
I'm gonna. Oh, yeah, I can. Hold on.
Amongst all the crew, once you sort through the chests and stuff like that, you find about 24 gold, 44 silver, and 95 copper pieces between the bodies and the chests. At the bottom, at the rear end, there's a door, closed and locked up, and at the north, there's another door, kind of closed and locked up.
Go bottom first, then top.
So that's
Yeah.
that's the first mate's quarters. He's not amongst the dead out here. He was a strong man in life.
So he very well may be in here, locked up, not dead.
It's a possibility.
Investigate.
Nope. Here.
Investigating the lock.
It doesn't appear to be trapped.
Maybe knock first.
Where's Johanan and Drazartha before we open the door?
It
We're here.
doesn't
Way back
appear
there.
locked either, as you.
We're watching you from back here.
Okay. And then if you guys are ready, okay. Dark Storm, take one step at the back, and this metal fellow here, he will help me to open this door. All right, we're gonna open it together.
As you open the door, you see a decently appointed room. There's two beds here, sitting on either side, and upon the bed are two gray-skinned bodies that appear to be writhing and twisting. And at the sound of the door opening, they turn and look at you. They kind of appear similar to the ghouls that you saw up on deck, twisted, hungering, mangled creatures, but they appear more intelligent, more skilled, robust, and roll initiative. Darkstorm, did you roll initiative?
Oh, what's sick?
Johnny, you go first.
I'm gonna move over to attack this guy.
You rush up, noticing that the man on the right is the second mate, companion of yours, now desiccated in flesh. Poor Jeff looks at you with haunted eyes and an unsatiable hunger glinting behind them.
Alright, I say that I'll free you from this cursed body. With swords. And I'm gonna smite him in the face.
Okay. You slam your blade into Jeff's body, and the pungent aroma of his undeath wafts out as you gash into him. It lets out an unholy shriek and wail of pain.
Oh yeah. Oh, bonus attack him. I'm unnerved.
Darkstorm.
Get that sneak attack. Yeah.
Oops. Yeah, cancel that.
You can leave it on. Just roll your attack roll. It won't matter. Okay. Go ahead and roll damage.
Thanks, sorry.
Nice.
You rush forward, stabbing in to the desiccated ghoul's body and kind of rip your blade out. This black oozing pus kind of leaks from its wounds, and its slavering tongue kind of starts hanging out, the drool leaking down onto the bed sheets below.
That's my turn.
Belina.
Can I get an angle on this one?
From there, yes.
Okay. I shall use the longbow. I'm going to guess that's a miss.
It was a miss.
I'm going to move right there. I'm done.
Johanan.
There's no way I can get a line on either of them, can I?
Not from there, no.
That's what I was verifying.
If you choose to cast a first level spell, you could use your Tempestuous Magic to fly 10 feet for free and then be inside the room.
Yes, that is
Yes.
exactly
Before
what
you
I'm
cast.
going to do.
Inside the room. Yes, you want to be in the room.
That's fine. For this one. You can always back out later. So I need to not have any. I select myself? I select myself as my own target? No. Okay, I am my own target for this one.
Oh, and because you guys long rested, you don't have your mage armor currently.
Crud, you're right.
Cast it.
You remind me of that after I already entered the room.
Choice.
Yeah. Oh well, I'm gonna do this first. I'll just try to survive. Where'd it go? There it is. No! What on earth? Okay, so attacker. And then I come over here. And
What damage are you using?
acid.
Acid, okay. As usual.
Yeah. You haven't thrown
So-
us at it. You haven't thrown anything at us where something other than acid is useful, or where acid
Take
isn't
out-
one of the best.
You take out your gem, and as you twist the crystal, a glob of acid shoots forth, slamming in to the disgusting ghoul on the left-hand side of the room, starts melting in. It lets out an unholy cry of savagery and rage. Korg.
Let me do all my get stuffs ready. Hold on.
It's the rage on.
Not a lot of damage though.
You swing your maul, slamming it into the ghoul, and it shrieks once more as you hear it tearing into it. It glares at you. The hunger in its eyes start to take over, and it lashes out at you. First, it swings this wicked-looking pick that it holds in its hands. Slams slightly through your defenses, kind of scraping across your side, as it then swings its claws. Which barely seems to scratch you, but you still feel this strange kind of tension in your muscles as you make a Constitution saving throw. Save, not a check, remember. You shake it off, barely even acknowledging the fact that it attempted to get you as it tries to bite you. Missing with its bite attack. Drazar.
Through the door, can I see Darkstorm and Johnny?
Yes.
Okay. And probably not so much for Korg, right?
Yeah, not really Korg. You see Johanna, Johnny, and Darkstorm from where you're at.
Okay. I'm going to cast Bless on them.
Okay, and put the Bless concentration effect on yourself. And is that your turn?
Oh, that's the wrong one.
No, that's right.
That is? Okay.
Yeah. The Bless C to Drazar means you're concentrating on Bless.
Okay. Yep, that's it.
Jeff lashes out at his former companion. First with the war pick in his hand, which fails to find purchase upon your hardened metal shell. Then he attempts to claw at you, which successfully does hit. Ripping at your plating, scratching the surface slightly. He kind of scrabbles at you, but one claw kind of slips in towards your exposed body underneath, and make a Constitution saving throw. Of which you are fine. And then it attempts to bite Darkstorm, seeking the sweet, sweet flesh of the cat.
Meow.
Failing to find purchase, it scrabbles against your new armor, and its teeth kind of bounce off one of the studs. It seems almost as though you were only saved by the new armor that you found.
Man, that bonus action disengage just sounded great right about that.
Johnny.
All right, I'm gonna attack at this guy some more. I'm gonna free Jeff from his unholy prison. And again.
With two quick slashes, you run your blade across Jeff's body, spilling out. Oh shit! Make a Constitution save. I forgot something. We'll see if it affects it. The stench starts to kind of overwhelm you as you're standing next to him. And go ahead and re-roll both those attacks real quick, and we'll just see if they still hit or not, as you are poisoned. Nope, you're immune to poison. You're fine. Never mind. So that's fine. That's your turn?
Yes.
Darkstorm, make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy. Why are the two coming?
Oh. Actually,
You got a blast.
that's from your bless. Actually, you're not immune to poison, but you have advantage on saves against poison, Johnny. So make one more Constitution save, just to see. Darkstorm, you're fine.
Sweet.
Johnny, you're fine.
Be right back, my phone's ringing.
Right. Go ahead, take your turn. Darkstorm, you're fine. The stench tries to overwhelm you. You resist gagging as you're standing next to it. But you fail to manage to stab the creature. Sorry, we got some work stuff going on. I keep having to check.
Yeah,
Is that
they
your turn?
literally just called me.
What
and
are the
told me I had to
bonuses?
come in.
Okay, so you do have to go in?
Yeah, I do now.
Alright. We'll probably wrap up this combat and call it for the day as is, so.
Just like pause right here.
Now we can finish this. And
Okay,
then,
okay. I thought you meant like we were just gonna like wrap up right now and just start up again. I was like, oh man, right in the middle of combat.
No.
Okay.
You'll do the next floor of the ship starting next time. It's close to 4 hours as is, so.
Does he get cover from Korg if I fire from there?
Yes.
What about here. This
Yes,
is
he'd
a
still get
very
cover.
awkward angle. Okay, so
You'd have to
moving
move into
here,
the
still
room
cover.
more.
Right, so I'd have to go from here. That was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yep.
Good to go? Okay.
That's fine.
Alright, I shall do the longbow thing that I has been doing. Go.
That hits.
And then I will bonus action Bardic Inspiration. Action. Bardic Inspiration. So unclick target, click the new target, and effect. Go, Glow Turtle! Go!
Korg is now inspired. You can choose to use this for a attack roll, saving throw, or ability check. Get a d6 on it.
Okay.
Johannan.
Give me a sec. I'm trying to figure out angles. I'm gonna go ahead and mage armor myself. It's good for 8 hours, so I'll be
Yep.
good going into the next game. Did I do that right?
Yep, you're good.
Alright. And that will end my turn. Deselecting myself.
All right, with raid. You know, I'm not gonna take the super attack. I'm just gonna regular attack. See how we're-
Nice.
It hits.
Bam.
Slam the maul into him, and he screams in pain again. He starts feeling battered, beaten, and bruised. He attempts to claw you. As he scratches across, kind of ripping kind of into you, the poison from his claws starts to seem to invade your blood and make a constitution save. You shake it off just fine. As he then swings his pick at you. Slamming it into your shell, it kind of chips in to the hard surface. Then he reaches in to try to bite you, failing to find purchase as your shell continues to provide protection and safety. Drazar.
This still provide cover-ish stuff?
Yes.
You'd have to come down here by me.
I don't want to block you, though.
If you stand next to him on the left, you won't block him.
Like, right.
One more down to the left.
Okay.
Yeah, right there.
Yep.
Cool. Trusty cold magic. Ah,
Not so trusty.
it's so trusty. It's only because I said that.
Jeff lashes out with his claws at Johnny, failing to find purchase, and he swings his pick in rapid succession, tries to bite him even, desperate to try to land a blow against his prior shipmate, finally managing to make a bite against him. It kind of rips into your plate, kind of denting it and damaging it. Johnny, if you're still with us.
I am still with us. Okay, I'm gonna try to kill Jeff now. He's pissing me off. Oh, all right, one more time. All right, I'm gonna smite him again because he bit me.
You land a devastating blow against Jeff, and he shrieks in pain right in your face. Just. Ah. He's still standing, but just barely. Darkstorm.
Time to finish this. Hopefully.
Darkstorm misses again.
Never mind.
Belina.
I will. Do they seem to be wearing any type of armor?
Yes, they have a kind of finely made scale mail armor.
That metal?
It is metal.
So if I do heat metal,
It would work.
then so let's target cat. Fails, so it takes damage.
The armor begins glowing cherry hot and starts burning deep within the ghoul's flesh. It lets out another shriek. It just agonizing pain as the smoldering flame from the heated metal sear into the undead burning flesh. He's not happy.
Again, nope, I wouldn't imagine so. Holding or wearing the object. Succeed on a constitution to drop the object. If it doesn't drop it, has
Yeah,
disadvantage on attack rolls. Yes!
Yep.
Alright. And that will end my turn.
Johannan.
I apparently got back from dealing with children and the dog just in time. I just got my headset back on. You called my name. Can I do that? That'll work without hitting anyone. I did manage to successfully target him, right?
Yes.
And so concludes my turn.
Korg. You slam your maul into the first mate's head, nearly collapsing it upon the strain. But he manages to just barely weather the attack, standing before you, teetering, sort of, but in this mindless, hungering rage, continues to try to get sustenance from you, throwing all life and limb out of the window in its mindless undeath. Is that your turn?
Yes, it.
He attempts to claw you and avoids a critical hit due to the disadvantage. Make a Constitution save. You shake off the paralysis from its claw. It is unable to manage to land any further blows against you in its weakened state.
I will cast Ray of Frost. And it is not working out for me right now.
Jeff swings at Johnny again. He hits with his claw, tearing at you, kind of scrabbling through, trying to get through your armored plates and make a Constitution save. You shake off the paralysis as he comes in with his pick, failing to find purchase upon you. He then attempts to bite at your circuitry, not realizing that you're not food. He fails to land purchase upon your robotic form. Johnny.
All right.
Jeff's been
I'm
fucking you
attacking
up.
Jeff. Yeah, he has. Oh. Alright.
So many.
The other side. Oh. Double miss? Yeah.
Into your circuitry, cause you to kind of like jerk a little bit, and it bounces off of his chain scale armor, unable to land under the undead flesh below. Darkstorm to save the day.
Question mark?
Hit.
Oh, yes, it's in. Don't forget that sneak attack.
I'm on it.
Guided by Drazar's blessing, you find the perfect avenue of attack. Plunge your rapier up through the jaw, piercing out of the brain of Jeff. And as you rip it out, kind of the liquefied brains of this undead creature ooze onto the ground as it falls onto its bed. The hunger in the eyes finally trying to drift away. And in this last moment, it looks up at Johnny, and you can see this sense of relief upon him as it fades to nothing.
Rest in peace.
Belina.
All right. I'm gonna bonus action apply that fire damage again.
Alright, roll your damage.
I forgot to target him. Shit.
I got it,
Sorry.
don't worry about it.
No, don't heal him for 7.
Oh, oops, I fucked up. I was holding control to talk to you, and control does the opposite.
No.
I'm still doing it, what the hell?
Okay, so it right now it's minus 21. Can we do minus 21? Okay, that brings him back to where he was. And now minus 7.
The fiery armor ignites upon him. You've summoned that arcane energy, and it explodes with a burst of fire inside and just evaporates the husk of what was the man once known as Charles. The two halves of his body kind of collapse into the floor below as you find yourself out of combat.
Yay. Oh,
And
God.
that is where we will end for today.